the result of it. And I was like, yo, so what's the next thing? She was like, you know what, Sky? I'm good. And there's nothing wrong with that, people. There's nothing wrong with that. You know how many people search long and hard to, like, find something that they're happy with and that they could wake up and they're like, yo, I'm doing this podcast. And trust me, if your children are, like, supportive, meaning, and that don't just mean, I'm doing a podcast, but they stay out of the way, like they know the routine, then that means, like, she's doing something there. Like, you know, like, they respect it. Because kids know BS when they see it, too. You know, if she was just bringing her homegirls over, just drinking wine and just talking stuff, they'd be like, yo, mommy just be partying once a week, you know. But instead, you got a 2-year-old asking you about your podcast. So that's definitely an indication of how serious you're taking it.
Yeah, it's very serious over here in the Jones household. Very serious. Yeah, and with Natural Me, I'm very happy about it because I don't feel like I'm just selling the product for a profit. You know, I am actually healing wounds in the mind.
No, like, and you never know how many people are pushing something just because they got a check cut for it or whatever. So, you know, people listening. No, go ahead.
That's something I never believed in. I always say it got to be something that I can believe in. I can't persuade someone on something if I don't believe in it myself. That's how I always see things. I'm always real and I'm straight up.
All right, and that's facts, y'all. Just let y'all know. Now, you don't see all the musical horror stories of your other half. So, how did you feel about when he said he was getting back into management?
You know what, Sky? I'm not even mad at that because I know that's where he's happy at. You know, sometimes he can be around here and he said, you know, he can say certain things. And I'm like, you know what, maybe you should go do that. Maybe you should go and pursue that. Because I don't have a problem with him being at the house. You know, like some women, if they men leave the house, they have a problem with that. You know, they start arguing and fighting and going on because they think he's doing something else. It's not like that. I actually like to encourage him, baby, it's okay because you're doing something for the greater of the family. That's how I see it.
Man, I guarantee you, there's some guys on here that wish their wife was on here listening now. I myself, I'm in the same boat as Sean, so I'm good. I have someone who supports me, and hey, it ain't like you're happy he's out of the house, but if you know he's working, it's cool, and she's the same way.
Yeah, it's okay. And don't you feel good about that?
Yo, I feel great. I got a funny story to share with you. I had my artist was up here. It's probably 3 years ago, and we had a bunch of stuff we were doing up here, radio interviews. We had this conference we did and everything. So we ended the night. One of the guys that was organizing one of the conferences was like, hey, man, I want to show you guys a good time. We're going to go to this club. We're going to have a good time. Yo, we was probably in there till probably about 3:30 in the morning. I mean, late. So I take them back to the hotel room. I'm like, yo, let me go in the room and call my wife real quick, let her know I'm on my way home, whatever. So I had her on speaker. So I'm like, hey, I didn't mean to wake you, just letting you know I'm good, and I'm dropping them off, and I'm about to head home. And she's like, okay, did you guys have a good time? Did everything go good? Okay. Great news, I'm happy for you, baby. Be safe. I hung up the phone. They all were just sitting there with their mouths open. And I was like, what's wrong? I was like, what's wrong with y'all? And they were like, so there was not one question of what time it was or do you know what time it is. I was like, bro, we beyond that. Like, I'm sorry. I got the time going through. But, yeah. So, no, I totally get that, man, because it's guys out there, yo, they got it bad, and they'll let you know.
Like that.
A lot
of them. Just like Sean always tell me, he's like, man, you lucky, you blessed to have me. I say, no, baby, you are blessed to have me.
Indeed. Is there any body like musically that you listen to like regularly or whatever, or it's just kind of a mixture of things just to kind of get you through the day?
It's kind of a mixture of everything. Of course, I love the artists that we have built around the Jones, the creative family, like Theo Lodge, and we got Ro Hutch, and I do like Rashid.
Okay, Rise. Okay, shout out Rise.
I like Rise. Yeah, I do. I kind of just listen a little bit of everything. I'm more of a Ari Lennox girl, like that. So.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. And I asked you that question because I know you're going to be honest. So if she just said your name, and even if it's because y'all in the family, R.O. Hutch and Theo Lodge, y'all still mean she think y'all dope. Because she'll tell Sean, you doing a favor, huh?
If they wasn't, no. I'm going to be real and honest. Nope, I don't like it. But they are too great.
I got one last question. What has been I guess the most humbling thing that's happening? Like you say, you're building a big following on Twitter. You didn't always have a big following on Twitter. So when did that moment come when you knew you had all of these strangers? So, and what I mean by that is people that only know you as Model E, only know you for your podcast, and they're only following you for your content. It's good to have friends support you, but it's something else. It's another good feeling when somebody just views your talent and likes it and gravitates to it. So how was it going from building from just your friends, your spouse, whoever he told about it, to now your own fan base?
On my own. You know what, guys? From the beginning, I didn't have no support. Let me tell you. Facebook, right? So Facebook is where everybody knows you. Your family, all your friends, everybody you went to school with. You think those people will be your biggest supporters, right?
No,
yeah. It doesn't work that way. And for a lot of people, it doesn't work that way. I don't know what it is, but I can go on Facebook and I can say some of the stupidest things, and I can get all type of responses. But the minute I say something positive or, share my podcast link, I can't even get a like. So on Twitter and Instagram, they love Model E. And I love them back.
Yo, that's what's up. We gonna end it right there, yo. Like I said, I reached out to Sean because I just see all the great things you're doing, and I watched you grow from the beginning. You had different broadcasts you were a part of till you finally got your own thing, and it's big, and it's something that you got people checking for. Every week, man, and and every time you put something out, and then he was like, "Oh, yo, she got a new venture too." So I was like, "Damn, we got to talk about that as well." Look, I'm so happy for you, and I'm so proud of you. You deserve everything you got coming. Do you got anybody you want to shout out right now?
I would like to give a shout out to my husband, T.S., of course, because if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have been this deep into all of this. And also you guys for giving me an opportunity to come on your platform, even though we don't have the mass criteria anymore, which I love, all the politics and the conversations.
Yo, I miss that as well, man. I miss that as well. And besides, the fact that it's over, I still think we had a real good run with that, man. So I love my time, working with y'all. And look, and this is the thing. You hear how we talking? It was just a thing where I wasn't putting out consistently what they needed at the time, and it wasn't negative thing. It was like, you know, Sky, I think you want to do your radio thing, and you know, and we good with that. And you see, LaShawn is in the chat room every night. You know what I'm saying? Supporting or whatever. So listen, guys. Sometimes you have ventures with people you cool with and they work, and sometimes they work and then you grow into other things. It's not always negative. Yo, you hear how we talking now? It was never an issue, nothing, y'all. So I just hope y'all learn some things, like, from some of these interviews. And with Erica, man, she made herself. Yeah, everybody needs support. But if Sean was doing all the work, she wouldn't be here. Trust me on that. If he had to do all the work, she wouldn't be here. She made this, man. And I just want to congratulate you, and we wish you nothing but the best.
Definitely. Thank you. And before we go, let me say one thing for the ladies. Well, also, first of all, men. Like I always say on my podcast, when us women are happy and we know that we can come to you and have a conversation with you, it makes your life more easier and happier as well. Now, for the women, we have a Natural Me that will be launching soon. And for those of you that experience any of these pH balance, these chronic yeast infections, irregular menstrual cycles, just if you want to increase your wetness, like vaginal steam is definitely for you. Trust me, I've done it, and I loved it. And like I say, I won't recommend anything if it doesn't work for me. So, and like I always say, you have to be your own advocate for yourself. So just be natural and be you, ladies.
Yo, and we can leave it right there. I want to thank you once again. Congratulations. And, yo, just keep pushing, man. I see your podcast being even bigger than it is now.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh, and follow me for the E and Friends podcast. Make sure you like it, you listen, and also subscribe it. Like me on Instagram at E and Friends Pod, and if you are on Twitter, it's Erica Jones with the Z on the end. And also for Natural Me Life, which is we do have social media set up, but like I said, we are not ready to go yet, but soon we will. So if you follow on both Instagram and Twitter, at Natural Me Life, and it's NATURALMEELIFE. Thank you.
No, thank you, and thank you for sharing. I didn't even know what the company was about, so I'm about to see what that be like. I might need to get some of that for wifey. That's what's good.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it does good. It does good. Like, it just overall relaxes you, and it just puts you in a different space.
I ain't mad at that. Yo, congratulations once again.
Thank you.
All right, E. Talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Something new, something